I knew you'd take me picture, so I'll put my best smile on, right?
So is this a dialogue, is it?
I don't know if you noticed when we've had, I don't know, wait for him to go past. When we've had other demos around here, you might have seen the blue vests. Fairly recently, last 6 months or so, any demos around here.
Didn't notice.
Police liaison teams.
Yeah.
We're now a permanent fixture.
Oh, right.
We're based in the yard.
Right.
Police liaison for all protesters, demonstrations, everything that happen around London. What we're trying to do is get a better dialogue going.
The dialogue.
Yeah. With all
like
protesters.
Dialogue?
No, this started in Sweden, and in Sweden we call them dialogue teams.
Right, oh, okay.
Well, we're not called dialogue teams, we're called us police liaison teams. Okay.
Well, I think its problem is that really the dialogue needs to be had with the Mayor of London because he's the one playing the games here.
Sorry?
Well, the problem is that it's the Mayor of London who's playing the games here, not the police. They're just following the orders of the Mayor of London. That's the reality.
I'm not following the orders of the Mayor of London, I follow the orders of the Commissioner at the end of the day.
It's the orders of the Mayor of London.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not here to have a big political statement or argument, or I'm not here to take anything off you or tell you to do anything.
Thank you. Oh, we like that.
But we have seen, obviously, on your website that, a hunger strike. And there's a little bit of concern that, about your welfare, etc. And we've come down to see if there's anything reasonable that we can do to help out at the moment.
Well, the Mayor of London's quite clear. It's quite clear the Mayor of London has not prosecuted us through the courts over the tents. We want the tents back and to be left alone to carry on campaigning. It's up to the Mayor of London, really.
Right.
Because he had 28 days to prosecute us. He didn't. We want our tents back. It's pretty simple because a member of our campaign nearly died last week.
Right.
And I'm not prepared to sit and watch people.
I'm not going to be able to get your tents back. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. This is Tim. I'm Keith, by the way. Should introduce myself. I'm Keith and Tim. But we're not going to be able to get your tents back because the law's been passed that you're not allowed to have tents here.
Actually,
so
under section...
we can't do something that's unlawful, basically.
Well, it's not unlawful, and that's why we need to hurry the proceedings at Southwark Crown Court, because the Mayor of London, a jury will hear the Mayor of London stole our property. There are no proceedings against us. We were entitled to our property back under section 1454 of that Act, the Police Reform and Social Responsibility Act. Proceedings need to be brought against us within 28 days. The Mayor did not do that, so there are no proceedings against us where he's entitled to have our property. So when you say under that law you can't return it, the Mayor is playing games, and what I'm through with is playing games.
Have you been in contact with the Mayor's office?
Yeah, if you look at our website, he knows.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got any response from him?
No. Well, he's a politician, isn't he?
What's the last time you sort of sent him an email or a letter?
I said I wanted to judicially review his decision to refuse to return stuff, no response. And I said, if you can't even respond to a pre-action protocol for judicial review, you don't have a response. I said, this should be in the High Court. I'm happy to go to court to argue it in a judicial review. I'm happy to do that. They won't do it. He had to bring proceedings, because he knows he had to bring proceedings within 28 days. When he didn't, he knew he couldn't argue it in the courts. He had to give the stuff back. So I've done all the lawful things. He's the one messing me around. Yeah.
Well, but I'm aware that there was some other property taken that you may not have got back yet.
Yeah.
Well, is there any those items in specific that I can try and chase up, as opposed to tents? I can't do that. Okay, I can't do that.
Well, the Mayor of London...
If you get a judicial review, you might be successful, but I can't do that. But is there any other items that...
But can you explain to me, get the Mayor of London to explain why, if he's not prosecuting me, he can't return stuff from 28 days?
We're not going to be able to influence the Mayor of London. We're PC Morrison, PC Leahy. We're not going to influence the Mayor of London. What I'm saying is, Barbara, is there anything that we can reasonably do? I.e., is there any items of property that you're still missing that the police might have, that we might be able to get back for you, that we can at least look into, as opposed to tents?
But it's the tents that we haven't had, that we aren't being prosecuted over on the grass.
I understand what you're saying, but as Keith's already said, we're not going to be able to get those back for you. And the concern is obviously because you said that you get on a hunger strike.
But then okay.
The weather's quite mild, isn't it? Today? It's been quite mild over the last few days. But it is January,
Well, that's my problem. Where's the health and safety risk assessment of the Mayor of London? So it's okay. What you're telling me is, as police officers, the Mayor of London can break the law and steal our property, and that's fine.
No,
you can see my problem.
What I'm trying to say is, up until it's actually finalised in the court, and it's only when it's finalised in the court somewhere along the lines, whether you take it to court or whether he takes you to court, that a judge is going to say he's right or he's wrong, and he can keep the property or he can turn the property. So up until something like that happens, we can't just